The old barbershop was a sanctuary of small rituals and quiet transformations, its air perfumed with the subtle notes of sandalwood and talcum powder. Time seemed to move differently within these walls, slowing to a gentle rhythm that matched the steady sweep of brooms and the hum of conversation. Light streamed through the front window, casting golden halos on polished wood and worn tiles. The centerpiece of the shop was the leather chair, an imposing throne, its surface gleaming with the patina of countless stories. It was both a seat of comfort and a stage for change. She slipped into the chair, her movements tentative but purposeful. The leather creaked beneath her as she settled in, and the barber approached, confidence radiating from every measured step. The cape fluttered around her shoulders, snapped closed at her neck with a crisp, decisive gesture. The sensation sent a shiver down her spine, a sign that there was no turning back, that this was the moment she had been teetering toward for weeks. Her heart raced, anticipation and fear mingling in her chest. Her hair cascaded over the back of the chair, a river of silk glinting in the light. It had been her shield, her comfort, her identity for so long. She felt its weight, both physical and emotional, as the barber lifted it, running a comb carefully through the strands. Each tug was gentle, almost reverent, as if the barber understood the significance of what was about to happen. The question came, deep and steady. "Are you ready?" It hung in the air, a challenge and a reassurance. She nodded, her breath catching in her throat. The barber's hands were steady, practiced. The clippers came to life with a metallic roar, vibrating with a hungry energy. The sound was startling, filling the small room with its promise of transformation. Her pulse quickened, adrenaline surging as the clippers came to rest at the nape of her neck, their teeth buzzing warmly against her skin. There was a moment of stillness, a breath held, a boundary not yet crossed. Then, with the first pass, the clippers carved a wide path through the river of hair, sending a cascade of strands tumbling down her shoulders and into her lap. She watched them fall, the motion hypnotic, the loss both shocking and liberating. The sensation was electric, the vibration of the clippers, the sudden lightness where her hair had been, and the cool air rushing in to kiss her newly bare skin. She felt every inch of the change, her awareness heightened by the sheer intimacy of the experience. The barber worked with quiet efficiency, the clippers sweeping across her head again and again. Each pass stripped away years of length, exposing the delicate curve of her scalp. With every movement, she felt herself changing, not just on the outside, but deep within. The heaviness she had carried seemed to lift, replaced by a sense of daring and freedom. The process was both exhilarating and vulnerable, a shedding of old identities and the birth of something new. She watched herself in the mirror, the reflection both familiar and strange. The woman staring back was bold and fierce, her features framed by the soft bristle left behind. The transformation was dramatic, but it felt right. It felt necessary. There was a radiance to her expression, a quiet pride that had been hidden beneath layers of hair and hesitation. As the final lock slipped away, she exhaled a shaky laugh, the sound bubbling up from somewhere deep inside. Her hand rose almost of its own accord, fingers trembling as they traced the velvet texture of her newly shorn scalp. The sensation was intoxicating, a blend of softness and strength. She reveled in the feel of it, marveling at how something so simple could be so powerful. The barber leaned in, brushing away the last stray hairs with gentle precision. Their voice was barely more than a whisper. "Now you're exactly as you were meant to be." The words lingered, wrapping around her like a balm. She smiled, slow and luminous, the kind of smile that comes from knowing you have crossed a threshold and found yourself on the other side. She felt reborn, her old self left behind with each strand that had fallen. The shop was quiet, the transformation complete, but she could feel the energy humming in her veins, a certainty that she had chosen this, that she had claimed her own story. As she stood, the cape was whisked away, and the light caught her in a new way. Her head felt lighter, her senses clearer, the world opening up in front of her. She walked outside, the air crisp and bright, carrying the memory of the barbershop with her, a place where change was not just possible, but celebrated. The sandalwood and talcum powder lingered in her senses, a reminder of the ritual she had undergone. Every step was a declaration, each breath a promise. She was free from the weight of the past, ready to meet whatever came next with courage and grace. The experience had been more than a haircut. It was a rite of passage, a celebration of self. She knew that some would see only the surface, the shock of transformation, but she understood the deeper truth. She was no longer hiding. She was no longer bound by expectation or fear. Her reflection in every window was a testament to her choice, a boldness that shimmered in the golden light. She felt the soft bristle beneath her palm, grounding her in the present, reminding her of what she had claimed. The world seemed new, the possibilities endless. She walked on, her heart lighter, her spirit unburdened, carrying with her the quiet magic of the old barbershop and the certainty that she was, at last, exactly as she was meant to be.